Right here, not yet.
Yeah.
She can come in.
Yeah.
Hey. Hey. Come here, lady.
Do I need to tie her farther down?
Hey. You stay out of the crowd. Hi guys. Hi Tyler. What? Tell Night Fairy I says hi, Tyler. Give her a scratch on the chin for me. Hi, Allie. How's everybody doing out there tonight? Where's everybody from? I'll be reading chat as I'm practicing here, so keep that coming. It makes the night better. I'm working mostly on my forehand turnover hip shots tonight. If I get to a spot where I'm real happy with them, I'll just start throwing some other loops, but right now that's where I'm at. Cool deal, Tyler. Yeah, I'll watch it for sure, Tyler. Says I got 40 people watching and Tyler's the only one chatting, guys. What's everybody up to on a Monday night? How was your day? Where y'all from? Hi, Spiro. Dog is good. You're from Colorado. Well, Spiro, the forehand turnovers are falling a lot better tonight than they were the other night, so that's a good thing. How are you guys doing up there? Oh, gotcha, Tyler. Yeah, better wait till you're 18. Yeah, the turnovers take forever to learn. Don't feel bad there. I'm still trying to figure them out. The biggest thing with the turnovers for me is remember just to release it up and not try and make it turn over. And then learning to split your spoke so you can hold on to it is kind of a weird feeling too. When I first started trying to throw the turnovers, I dropped them a lot, but that's getting better. And I think it's just like any other loop. You just got to throw a million of them before you get any of them to work. That's what happens when you get to wanting it too bad and trying to do too much with it. You end up hitting left of your hips. Where if you just throw it and let it do its thing, it'll land right. Just do it. It takes a lot of loops, Jay. Maybe I'm not the fastest learner, but it's definitely in the thousands anyways. The American man, how are you? How's it going? I split my loop on the other shot, so that came pretty quick. I'm still fading my. You mean like fading them to the left there, Spiro, or what do you mean? Oh, you're all good, Jay. I could take it. What are you doing back there, Gary? Seeing family again? No, Gary. Wrong Gary I'm thinking of. Yeah, it's been hot. Have you used that new McCarty? I know you're gonna hit the sack real quick, but how's that McCarty treating you? I really like the one I traded you for. I got it tied to my Hackamore. It's the one I'll ride rush at in the Pro-Am. Hi, Sue. Thanks, Tyler. Sue. Hi, Angela. Perfect. That one worked pretty good, huh? Came through there real nice. You guys around here? Step to the dummy, show you guys. Blew through like it should have. That's what I'm trying to get. You're on your grandma's phone right now, Sue? Let's see. Set you guys there where you can see that ground a little bit better. Anybody? It's good. The snaffle bit area have Austin length's perfect for that. Good deal, Gary. Yeah, it has a pretty good feel to it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I've rode Rush once in the alpaca McCarty we traded for, and it has a real nice feel to it too. It's a little bit weaker of a signal to him than that hair McCarty I was riding him in. So that's pretty good in terms of thinking of making, your signals less and less. I usually step down to a smaller hair McCarty, but this is a good step too. Angela, I live in northern Nevada. Yeah, Gary, I didn't have any problem with it coming out of my belt. So, Jake King says, do you hunt? Jake, I used to hunt when I was younger, and in 2017, my dad died in my arms on an antelope hunt, and I haven't bought a hunting license or put in for tags since that happened. So, I don't have anything against it. I just don't have the desire right now. Hi, Cookie. Thanks, Keith. Cookie, you should learn to rope. It's a lot of fun. Thanks, Tyler. Glad to hear that. Well, welcome, Cookie. We're pretty relaxed around here. I'm just a working cowboy and try to take you guys along as I go day working and keep you guys posted on what's going on in my life. Like the title of the video says, I'm just trying to get some practice in. We're headed to the Buck Branaman ProAm Roping here in a couple weeks, and that's a judged roping, so your fancy shots are what gets you points, which it's the first roping like that I've ever competed in. We'll see how it goes. As I've said it a bunch, Cookie, and you'll see it in most of my videos, but don't be scared to ask questions. I don't mind answering them. I like helping people learn. Wow, that was ugly. Yep, Angela, been married 11 years. TMFL, I'm a working cowboy. I ride, rope. Actually, I do everything on the ranch here, mechanic and haying, all sorts of stuff. But a little bit of everything. Think Hot Lips is gonna learn to rope? She would be the one. Kind of thought Henry might. So, where are you from? TM? Yep, I do, Angela. Father Time, the reason for the big loop is it's just kind of this style of roping. And if you watch that loop, when it turns over, it falls, how it has to blow back through in front of that calf's back legs. You can't accomplish that with a smaller loop. Next time I get one of these loops to set right, I'll pick the phone up and show you guys again the way the loop is supposed to set, and it'll make more sense to you. Angela, I got a little girl that's almost 2. Not like that. Hi, Wizard. Thanks, Cookie. Healer, Father Time healers use big loops like that. Yep. So you can see this is the side I threw that loop from. The top strand catches right over the hip there, which brings the rest of the loop around that dummy, and it slaps. It blows through back towards me. So if that header were now to pull this dummy and let him take a hop, it ends up there. Then when I pull my slack, I got him. Well, thanks, Tyler. I appreciate that. Congrats on 14 subs, too. Your channel's starting to grow a little bit. Yeah, it's just a different style of roping. When if I gotta run a calf down and doctor it in the pasture or something, I will have a much smaller loop. But for this style of roping, it's bigger. Thanks, Vladimir. I'm glad to hear it. I'm lucky. Father Time says your brother was a team roper. Good deal. Good deal. What is XRP, Wizard? Is that a stock of some sort? Oh yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it happens, Cookie. Okay, guys, I'm pretty happy with how those turnovers were feeling tonight. It's the #1 American crypto. Okay, Wizard, I'll look into that because I've had a little bit of interest into some swing trading and stuff like that lately. Anyways, the turnovers were feeling really good tonight. I'm gonna quit on a good note. I'm gonna try and throw some longer hula hands now. That should, let me see if I set that dummy right about there for you guys. I'm gonna pull it back just a hair. I'll start just up closer here. Get the shoulder warmed up that way. Well, thanks, Tyler. I'm glad you're enjoying them. Who's that? Huh? Where's she at? chasing rabbits or something? Throw a rock at him. Yeah, oh yeah, hay burners. Imagine horse ownership isn't cheap. I'd love to have some land and horse. It's not cheap. It's owning horses is like owning 1,000-pound toddlers that can just randomly get a bellyache and cost you several $1,000s in a vet bill any day. And they constantly try and do things to hurt themselves. And their feed is really influenced by the price of diesel and how much rain you're getting. Cookie says I own 10. Yep, that's where I'm at, Cookie. So the overhand loop is for catching horses. That hula hand loop, if you'd notice, I put a couple extra coils in my hand. A lot of guys will use it to catch horses. I use it because I can reach out further that way than I can with a regular loop. So like an example of that would be if we got a bunch of cattle in a corner, or if I go to doctor a sick calf or something like that, and everything's real stationary, nothing's moving, I can reach out, 30 or 40 feet with that overhand, that hula hand loop, where a regular swing, I don't have as good a reach. Just the mechanics of it and the way those coils are, you can throw that a long way. Roping horses, you can do like a single swing hula hand, because horses they get real savvy to being roped, so they'll duck and stuff like that. Where if you just give it one swing and release it really quick, you got a better chance. I should a horse get out that was wild, but it got out of a pen and a pin with the skid steer and sliced his foot on fork. Yep, I don't doubt that a bit. That's horses will do that. So 10 horses is 5 horsepower, wizard. Watch out, girls. I can't get back far enough to throw that. I like watching the hoof cleaning videos. Well, wizard, hang around, because here in probably a week or two, I'll go live when I put shoes on one of my horses. I can handle the rope, I just couldn't stay on the horse. Hey, I've had my days too, Father Time. Don't feel bad. Good alfalfa is going for $12 to $14 right here for a 3-string bale. I buy it by the 1,000-pound bale. Cookie, maybe you said already, and if you did, I'm sorry, but where are you from if you're getting it brome grass for $7 a bale? The red dun. Oh. Horses in Nebraska. Okay. I went to college in Iowa, up in the northwest corner of the state there. Iowa's better. Oh, I don't know. I went to college to ride bucking horses, and I ended up spending 2 years there, and then I left. I came back to the desert pretty quick. Hi, Kevin. How are you? Gonna be hot this weekend. Brome mix and sturdy alfalfa. Hi, baby. Are you gonna come say hi? You guys are gonna get attacked. Say hi. Wave. Okay. Oh, everybody's saying hi to you. Wave. Wave. You're not gonna wave. Oh my goodness. Say hi.
Yeah.
Hello. Okay. All right, little girl. Should we go see your horses? Okay, guys, my phone just showed me 10% battery. For you, those of you that are new here. Hi, Travis. For those of you that are new here, I'll walk you around all the horses real quick. I imagine she'll go with us. Hi, Ollie Nunez. Good to see you. So, we got my wife's old paint mare here. Brindley takes pretty good care of her. She's just getting her feed. Okay. Yeah. Hey, you want to get out of the corral?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, you're not supposed to be in here. Yeah, hay used to be real cheap. So, this little 3-year-old filly right here, her name's Kelly. She's kind of on hold for some friends. She's out of the sorrel mare behind her. This bay right here, her name's Hot Lips. She's one of my half draft horses. Hey, you got to get out. Oh, I know, come on. There you go. She's one of my half drafts. She's half Clydesdale, half quarter horse. I got 2 full siblings to her. I'll show you guys in a minute. But that's probably the friendliest horse on the face of the planet. So Kelly's going to be a pretty cool little horse. I haven't started her yet. Like I said, some friends of mine are going to end up with her, so I've kind of just let her grow. That way she gets big, because she's from kind of a smaller mare. They're going to do great things with her. Micah, I don't know if you're on the stream tonight or not. And then the little dark bay here is my wife's barrel racing horse, or gonna be someday. She's out of the sorrel mare right there, and Fallon Taylor's black and white stud Turnpiker's wagon. And she's a yearling this year, so she's pretty friendly and all that. So the sorrel mare that we've bred a couple times, she's closing in on 20. I used her quite a bit as a ranch horse, and she had a mind on her that I've never found in another horse. I mean, pick anything up and learn it just right away. Hey, you stay out of the corral. So that's most of the mares. I got one more mare over here. I'll show you when we get there. And then we got Luke. For those of you that know my channel, Luke's a Mustang. He's my bridle horse. He's my go-to do anything guy. And then the big dun there and the little bay, they're both half drafts. The big dun's a 4-year-old and the little bay is a yearling. And then we got Henry. He's another one that's way overly friendly. He's out of the paint mare. Henry's still in a hackamore. Luke's straight up in the bridle, and Rush is in the hackamore. Cookie, the Mustang's more business. I mean, well, I'll show you. I'll walk out there. But watch this. I'll show you his colors here. I'll put a halter, or where's his get down? It's not here. I'll put a halter in my hand, Cookie, and then we'll go see what it takes me to catch him. Yeah, father time. The fly masks are just to keep the flies out of their eyes. The flies have been really bad here lately, and sometimes this, like some horses, they don't seem to bother as bad, but like the Mustang, his name's Luke, but the Mustang, they really bother bad his eyes. Okay, hi Henry. Yes, I know you would put your halter on. Okay, so this is Luke's MO. He's gonna take a lap or two, and then he'll find a corner, and he'll cage up in that corner. And once he cages up for me, once he cages up, he just lets me walk right up to him. But he's always got to do his circles. Usually he likes that corner over there. Not saying that's where he's gonna go, but you would think he'd quit this. Shoot, he's like 23 or 24 years old. But I guess that's just how they are. No, not yet, maybe. Let's see. All right, Mustang. Okay, I bet he lets me catch him this time. Hey, thank you, bud. So, and with him, I always got to put him on the withers force. He's 16, he wasn't caught till he was 10. Yeah, I think Luke was probably 10 or so when he was caught. I didn't get him right away. He went through some other people and was a total outlaw when I got him. I'm not really gonna catch him. I'll just put that on him. Ollie, I don't own any land. I just live in the houses that for the ranches that I work at. Yeah, Luke wasn't from a kill pen, but that's where he was headed. One of my best friends called me and said, "Hey, do you got a gentle horse to trade for my little girls?" And I said, "Yeah, I got a horse I'll trade you that'll work really good for your little girls. What do you have to trade?" And he says, "Man, it's not a fair trade," he says, "but I got a Mustang that I got to get rid of because he just grabbed my youngest daughter by her hair and threw her over the fence." He says, "So if you don't want to trade, I'm going to shoot him." And I was like, "Well, yeah, my gentle horse is getting too old to cowboy on, so I'll take the Mustang." And Luke and I went a lot of rounds. We had a couple major discussions about things, and he ended up making a really, really good horse. So, but that's how friendly Luke is. He's like I said, more about business than being scratched on and stuff. But then this is Rush. He's my oldest half draft. Those of you that watch my channel, you see quite a bit of him, and he's just about as friendly as they come too. And this is Thule. She is not friendly, but she is the broodmare that all of my half drafts are out of. So she had a foal this year, and it didn't absorb colostrum. And then his joints went septic, and the rest of him was starting to go into sepsis pretty bad. So I had to put him down about 10 days old. She went up to Idaho for a couple months and raised an orphan foal up there. Wizard, it's their whole body. So like Thule, she'll kind of just stick her nose out. She might touch my finger, and then she turns her head away. All she was saying is, "Have you got anything for me?" Do the Mustangs have tougher hooves? Generally, yeah, they got better feet than a regular horse. But the people that had him before I did, they had him in like a real soft sandy pen, and then they would flood it a lot. Thank you, Ollie. They would flood it a lot, so his feet got soft, and once they get soft, you might as well just treat them like a regular saddle horse, like a broke horse, because they never get hard enough to ride like through the rocks and stuff again. But his feet have a pretty good shape naturally. Yeah, she's got a good case of mare face, huh, Cookie? So, oh yeah, that's cool, Father Time. She spent the summer, oh gosh, about a half hour east of Wilder, but I forget the name of the town. So, and then the little bay yearling, his name's Trapper John. He's another one of the half drafts, and he's real friendly. So, small eyes, big head. Luke's got you can't see it because of his face, or his fly mask rather, but he's got a little bit bigger head than normal, but his eyes match it. He's got a very watchful eye, but not a mean eye. He used to have a real mean eye. I used to not trust him with anything, and I still don't trust him around my little girl, but I think, I don't think he would cause a problem like he would, 10 years ago. Hey, you're pushing on the fence. Look at this. Jeez. Wizard, the mask is to keep flies out of their eyes. His eyes get really watery and really goopy because of those flies. Where like Henry's here, you're gonna break my fence. Henry's eyes aren't too affected by the flies. So Wizard, you see how he's sticking his top lip out right now? That's because he's getting good vibes off scratching his butt. There's some more body language for you. This is another reason horses are expensive, because they destroy your stuff. That's why we can't have nice things. About an hour and a half north of Wilder. Yeah, exactly, Cookie. 100%. Horses are dumb. Okay. Go on, that's enough. Hey. So. Hi, Ralph. All right, guys. Well, if you got any more questions, my phone's showing me 5% battery, so I better shut the stream down here pretty quick and get these horses fed for the night and go in. Oh yeah, horses are definitely low-key goofy. Ollie, they're dumb because they do things that destroy fences and hurt themselves and stuff like that. All right, Wizard, appreciate it. Okay, well, Tyler, I'll check your video out when it hits. Everybody, thanks for the stream. Thanks for joining in tonight. Tomorrow I'll have a video for you guys, and maybe Wednesday or Thursday I'll do another live stream. So, appreciate you guys being here. Adios.